So siba serious namhlanje.
Sikhathi. Hayi yo mina ngikwazi ba serious. Mina ngixolela angikwazi.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Juice guys, please now. Don't start.
Hi.
Sanibonani.
Hi guys. Welcome back to Athin'ama Nesi Ninjani.
Baphila ba right.
Baphila.
You know in South everything noma skhala but kunokuhleka phakathi.
Skhala
siyaphambili.
How are you guys doing? We are fine. Yeah, so right, man. That's why we're back here. We would like to apologize, guys, for not uploading for, well, it's 2 weeks, but separately. So y'all didn't notice kakhulu, but last week we didn't upload. Yeah, and some other week. So we're very sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. Obviously, it's not ngamaboom. We just had logistics that were not logisticking. Uguti singakhipha a video at that moment, but we apologize.
Kakul from the bottom of our hearts, and also no spiritual ukhona. So this had the same guys. Manje uthole nje ithuba sithanda zeni ukuthi you know.
Leba biyamatso.
Yes, into zethu zihambe kahle nathi yabo.
Yeah.
So yeah. Thank you so much guys, and siyaqolisa kakhulu as unomfundo has said, and we're back now. Anyway, we're not going anywhere.
Yes, and welcome back.
Rest assured.
Welcome back. Today we did things differently. We're drinking something. We're having juice because we realized that we are all about talking and we never clear our throats.
Yeah.
So we're having juice today. And there's the flavor bantu. Okay. Blueberry past.
Umnandi kakhulu.
Anyway, guys, yeah, we hope we're fine. How are you, ma'am? That's a dick chonge.
It's lovely. It's lovely.
It's like
always. It's lovely.
Always.
Like ngishilo siswami ukuthi ama challenges azobakhona ngihlele ngisho ukuthi hayi man into semhlabeni kuningi.
There's nothing we can do.
Kuningi and mina ngiyi1.
Yo. And uzobhoma. You can't.
Uthi
good.
Ngeke so mina sengitshele nje ukuthi
it's whatever.
Yeah, and how about you?
I am fine, guys. Right, right. Like I just want to be honest, guys, because I feel like we created this platform so we can talk about such stuff. Can we just talk about young career women fighting for their lives? Young black women fighting for their lives.
Yeah, go. We shy.
Every day we are fighting for our black lives, guys. Like, and I'm not even talking about like obvious, not physical fights, but I'm just talking about, you know, when you come from a background wealthy and God has put you in a position yokuthi ngathi we ozophumelela, so
yes uyishintshe leyo
yabona but yini
breaking the generational cycle.
curse breaker. Can we talk about it? It's so difficult, guys. Like, you carry so much pressure on your shoulders, you carry so much weight on your shoulders because you have to look out for everyone, you have to make sure everyone is okay.
Yep.
You have to carry everyone,
and you end up forgetting to look after yourself.
Exactly. Like
we are called, right?
You literally forget about yourself because you never have time to like
myself. Who is that? Like Johnny,
dude, you know? Like
yeah.
I just want to, I'm not putting it in a bad way, guys, don't get me wrong, I'm like complaining or whatever. I feel grateful ukuthi I'm in that position ukuthi I can finally, there's someone in my family who can make a change. But damn, oh man,
really?
Oh god damn.
And I feel like you acknowledging ukuthi that is happening is a positive step towards getting help.
Dude,
you understand what I mean? Because there's nothing wrong with getting help.
There is nothing wrong, and I'm like, wow.
So yeah, there's nothing wrong with getting help and asking for help.
The thing is,
asking for help.
Cause like, it's like I'm not appreciative of the support structure that I have, but then, you can necessarily cry to the people you are carrying, because already now they are not fine, and the reason why they seek some safety is because they saw that you are strong or ungabasiza. So now when it's you crashing and it's like manje ngiyotembelaphi. But then I'm like, hi bo, what about me? Like, what about me? Like,
that's why Athin'ama is here, and that's why I'm here, and that's why our people are here.
Damn, guys, like, it hasn't been easy.
Yeah.
Hey, we've been fighting for a damn black life.
And everything just, like, happens in a short period of time, and you, by the time uvuka, you're like, oh.
Hi, bo.
Why?
Because it's like, dude, I was looking at, like, we do those photo dumps thingy, guys. At some point, like, I felt like I was fighting for my life for real. Like, everything was crashing. Then I looked at my photo dump and I'm like, awa, was July that long?
It felt like it was never ending.
I looked at this thing, we bought it just last month, guys. This mic, we bought it got July. Okay, it was the 1st of July, but it is July. And I'm like, damn, man, a lot has happened.
A lot has happened in a space of, is it how many days?
31 days.
Yeah.
It felt like a lifetime because there were good moments when we were shooting. We were there shooting. We were in a roll. Next thing, life said, "Come down."
Yeah.
Stop.
Like life doesn't wait for you. Like it's not gonna wait for you.
You know.
And
I'm like, nah, July has.
Because
Yo. If you don't show up, what's gonna happen?
You know very well ukuthi khona bakubukile ukuthi ya uzophelelaphi khona abakubambe ngeinhliziyo guys ngihlale ngisho ngithi inhliziyo umthakathi omkhulu sis
the biggest
mina ngamani ungadle ngomuthi mhlambe ngoba uzophuma but inhliziyo yomuntu sisi ha
awungeke uzusebenza lokusebenza angisazi hey yo ninga don't get funny ideas please guys don't get funny ideas. I mean that in the safest way possible.
Yes.
But yeah, you.
But other than that, I need to forward.
Other than that, you can see, man. You know, we're trying. We're giving.
Uba cute is a must.
We're here. Guys, can I address something? We got a critique now. Before we get into our debriefing session and all the topics that we have, can I just address something? First of all, today we look different. Shout outs. Shout outs. We look different. We look cute.
Yeah.
Still bright colors. Secondly, guys, we got a critique. We are too playful, and I don't know how I feel about that critique. I feel like, yeah, we are playful. Really, it's true. But
it's gonna stay that way.
Yeah, like we truly cannot change it because guys, sikhuluma nge-healthcare. Cabanga sengijola nge-STI with a straight face.
Yeah. And it was off.
Yeah.
Full stop.
Yeah. HPV. It's gonna kill you.
Hepatitis
B.
Yeah.
It's gonna end your life. No, guys, like
putting it on your pap.
Yeah.
Yo.
Sesibayile manesi enhlezi ngicomplaina ngawo at the hospital. Guys, we can't be too serious because we're discussing not a boring topic, but a topic that is not necessarily interesting to everybody in South Africa.
Scary on its own.
You understand? So I feel for me personally, and I think you can agree with me, I resonate to something more if I can laugh about it. Like educate me but make me laugh at the same time.
And I think we can all agree ukuthi iSouth is a happy nation.
We laugh about everything.
In the CBD.
We laugh about
I'm telling you, in a few minutes we
laugh about everything.
I'm like, but guys,
people could have lost their lives for real, like.
So yeah,
and we laugh about everything, guys. So we can't be taking this podcast too serious.
We're coaching as it is, so we can't be coaching also in this podcast. No, this is not a podcast for coaching.
This is where we offload. So we need to laugh. Imagine I can't imagine having a therapist that's not funny.
Yo.
Like, catch my banter. When I talk to you, you're making a joke, like maybe a dark
straight
joke.
Face.
Not
Bona
yet.
ukuthi psych patient.
Angisabuyi mina.
Admit Esther Kizu.
Ave nathi, ooh, this one.
Psychopath. You.
Angisabuyi. So guys, like, we take things easy, man.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
And my sense of humor might not be your type of your cup of tea, but because something I say sanganela, guys, like
and just know we don't like, guys, we don't mean anything, any harm, we're not being malicious. We're just trying to laugh and make your laugh and share our experiences, which are funny. Like, no, my experiences that I think is
the most we
there's nothing we can do, like,
you know.
Sorry.
This is something I've been thinking. So I've taken a journey of healing, of discovery, of growth. Yabo.
It's a need.
Sure. So in my journey of healing, I get to face your demons.
In this journey of life,
one of my biggest demons in 2023 was when I had to leave a job that I loved with my entire heart and soul.
Yeah.
I just need you guys to understand and know what the abuse in the workplace is real.
It's a real thing.
It's happening on a daily basis. And they leave their jobs not knowing what is a plan B, because really push comes to shove. Am I choosing myself? Am I choosing my mental health? And am I choosing my life? Or am I choosing this well-paying job? Even if it's not well-paying,
but
it's a job. I'm able to provide for myself and my family. You understand what I mean? Okay, so I've always been a big dreamer. In my big dreaming, God blessed me with a job where I was a study coordinator. You have to understand, in this job, what research, experience. But I didn't have experience. God opened the door for me, literally. You understand? Okay, I became a study coordinator / research nurse. I've always taken a liking. It's not a specialization, but Kuleo department. Right? Okay, so I'm study coordinator. I'm telling you, at the beginning, everything was lovely, everything was rosy. Obviously, every workplace in a politique.
Obvious.
I'm not here for that. Listen, I'm not here for that, and I'm just here to enjoy my job. I enjoyed my job. I loved the patients. Excuse me. The patients loved me. It's vibes, and I'm learning each and every day. I'm trying to improve. Excuse me, wherever I'm wrong, I'm a very teachable person. Man, you're wrong. You tell me that I'm wrong, I fix.
That's how you grow.
You understand? Because one thing I understand is that it's not about me, it's about the patient's life. My feelings, listen, they're not important in that situation, in that particular instance. But now it gets to a point where you're being abused, and now it's personal, really, and you can see it's getting to the point you understand what I mean? So I was so broken that whenever I was driving to work, I'd literally cry, and I'd be stopped on the side of the road. Sissy, are you okay?
You can't be driving like that.
There's going to be a huge accident. What's happening? I just break down and cry. It got to a point where I was suicidal. Yes, it's supportive corner, guys, don't get me wrong. We are shekai in show to if you have a partner. But the abuse was so deep. It was so deep. I left.
You couldn't take it anymore.
I couldn't. I tried. I prayed about it.
What's wrong?
Also, this has nothing to do with racism or whatever, but I'm being particular in this case because I need to acknowledge it was an old Indian lady.
It's your story.
I don't know why she was threatened by me, because I'm in Mushakle field. It's not like I'm gonna take a job. She's been there for 30 plus years. You understand what I mean? So whatever, it hurts. in these companies, whatever you're going to say is not going to be taken seriously because that person has been there longer than you.
Yeah, we
understand. People are like, alone again. You understand? I don't know if it's because the company is afraid to lose that person because of the experience and what they bring to the company. I'm not against that, don't get me wrong. But now, who must suffer?
Who must suffer at that expense?
Oh, yeah, understand what I mean? So I say, guys,
and surely that must have hurt because you're like, I wasn't ready to leave.
I was depressed for the longest time.
You were forced. Circumstances pushed you.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. You understand? So yeah, there's just a lot of abuse in these companies. I don't know I don't know who acknowledges these things at the workplace. But guys, if you know what you're that person, change. Because I don't want to lie to you. Till this day, because of that woman.
Because it is terrible, guys.
You understand?
And it doesn't just happen to us, like in the health field. It happens in general, where you get to a place where if you are young, you're going to come up with new ideas.
Yes.
I mean, you are there in that space for the first time, so you have fresh ideas. Your mind is always running something to improve because you love what you do. But the minute you come up with an idea, something that's gonna change the way they're used to working, it's like, who do you think you are?
Yes.
To come.
So she left.
Yeah.
She was on leave. So I saw if the filing system could be improved, right? So there was a person who's responsible for ordering stationery. You see those file organizers?
But hey, excuse me. Normal file divider. Even if you bought 100, that's not someone's salary. Even if you bought 1,000, I'm sure that's not anyone's salary.
You should have consulted with me.
What do you mean? Guys, we're talking about a very rich company here.
How?
It's
very rich.
A very
extremely rich
company. One of the, maybe it's probably number one research company in South Africa. If I'm not sure, but health research I'm talking, not just any research.
Listen.
So, what do you mean?
What's in
Guys, you need to stop this thing. If I come, experience 20 years. When you experience 6 months, but they're threatened by you. I want to be like you. I want to know from the 20 years you have of experience. When I threaten again now, 6 months. I'm still trying to learn my feet. And when you're threatened by my existence, when I don't even know where the toilet is, you can't be serious. You cannot be real. You know the people that you know the manager, you know the CEO, you know the CEO's wife. You're part of the family. You are going to be threatened by a 20-something-year-old that just arrived. Let them be. I don't get this thing when and it's performance. Especially in the health sector, they will perform for you, Sana. And it's like it's a thing. We have to go to perform so that
and the when I graduating I learned one of the practice I forgot the English word. Anyway, one of those people was like, yo, I'm so proud of you. You've learned umsebenzi 1 year in 3 months.
Exactly.
I understand what I mean. Not because I'm coming for but you have to understand it's for my personal growth as well.
It is.
And it benefited the company as well. Nah, Satan, why too proud of me? hayi mina ngiyasebenza yini kusekushintshiwe manje sengiyabizwa. I remember very well I was called mina into a meeting sis. Mina kwathiwa mina ngifuna ukusebenza.
Kanjani?
One sister
and they
call le mama ngiphinde ngimkhohlwa I need to buy her flowers and a box of chocolates. She vouched for me. She was like, no, not this child.
No ways.
We see her, she's on the floor, she runs like a headless chicken lengane yabantu isebenza.
It can't be
because angifuna ukutshela something noma ngabe kwenzakalani noma ngabe khona osathane but kuzoba naleyo umuntu oyi-1.
Yeah, obviously there's always
just
gonna
one
be
person.
that one person who sees
actually. You understand ozokumela even in your absentia mina ngangingekho kuleyo meeting ngikhulunywa ngami kodwa wangimela ngingekho
and they're not threatened by your existence.
You understand?
They're not threatened by how far you can go.
Yes,
guys, like we all have a separate journey of life. Like even if I come to a workspace and I'm your superior, but ngithola lapho na 20 years. You don't know what I went through to get there. I don't know what you went through to get to the 20 years that you've been here. And trust and believe ukuthi umuntu okay, maybe okay it does happen. Let me not say it doesn't happen. Ukuthi when you've studied and you get to a place where you're superior than anyone and you start bullying your superiors. It does happen, but all I'm trying to say is that just stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
I did what I did, you did what you did. You wake up every day to do the job that you applied for, that you studied for, and it's the same. So if you're going to project lezinto zizwa ozifilayo wena internally to me at work, then it's like check yourself. It's giving red flag, it's giving insecure.
Psychologist guys
imagine.
And there's nothing wrong with seeing a psychologist. There is nothing wrong with looking after your mental health. But manje being pushed to an extent to it would even require admission.
Because of someone else. I remember when I was attending my therapist, and there are two sayings that she told me. Thank you. Two sayings that she said to me that still resonate. Like angisakhumbula kama sessioning now, but those two sentences. One was, come seas don't create good sailors. So she meant if you're ufika and it's just smooth sailing, obviously you're just going to learn how to smooth sail. But eventually when you get to something that's tough, because this is life, when you get to that point in that shocking moment and you don't know how to sail, because when you're used to calm seas, but now if you start with a very rough sea, then you learn how to maneuver every storm. Do you understand? Then number two, she told me that, not me forgetting.
You had it right now.
Wow.
It's gonna come back.
It was in my head. It was literally in my head. But ilandela lento leyo ukuthi people shouldn't be threatened by you existing, you being there, because it just screams you are, she said. Now I remember. Whatever someone says about you, or whatever someone does to you that is bad, especially bullying, just know that it's not about you. It's 100% about them.
About you.
100% a reflection of what they are actually feeling or going through, and you are probably the trigger, or I don't know.
You're just in the shooting range.
Do you understand? So if umuntu afika kuwe athi umubi, and uyazi wena ukuthi awukho mubi, like uvukile wayibheka ekseni wayibona nje ukuthi namhlanje ngimuhle, uzosho kanjalo just because they want to bring you down.
Yes, because
they can see when you are high, it doesn't feel right by them. They want to see you lower, having a miserable day. Yeah, that's when they rejoice. So you must never allow people, if umuntu akutshela ukuthi umubi, or you're fat, or you're not doing a good job,
they will let you know. When you woke up in the morning, listen guys, I know that I have acne.
You know that. It's not like I was bored.
I know that I have stretch marks.
People will remind you. When you speak about that, where I used to wear, guys. Okay, let me compare with Stembis. Can you see how? And you would think, and you would think that people who are big-bodied are the only people who go through body shaming. Guys, I went through. I kid you not.
I remember.
I was body shamed for being thin.
Yep.
Pangitshela ukuthi you don't eat enough.
No.
That's why one day I look like, I'm not kidding. I know she's not gonna watch this, but wherever you are, God bless your heart. A colleague of mine, you know, when you get to a workspace and you're still working with someone, I will be in a room, I will be in a territory.
Yes.
We understand.
Yes.
So you have to do whatever needs to be done for you to work. Fine. So I was working with this sister in the same room. This other time, she's giving health education to a patient about eating well, not being malnourished. And then she said, Uzo ungagcina ufana nalosisi. Yabo ungakanani?
Ukudlalana nje futhi nalokho emsebenzini. Mina bake basiphe nje hour lokushayana strabhana emsebenzini.
I'm like,
how sis?
I'm like, hold.
What?
Hold my horses.
What?
My horses
What's
are coming
aging
out.
now?
I'm like, wait, why are you doing that? Because there's no need to do it. My point is that, guys, good to someone will bring you down. The point is not body shaming. We'll talk about that another day. But my point is that someone will just want you to feel miserable.
Yep.
So that they can feel good about themselves.
And dim your lights because they can see that you are sparkling. We are shining.
We shine we shine bright like a diamond.
Like a diamond.
When you walk into a space,
everyone notices. When you walk into a room,
Sister Khumalo. Guys, I'm not even gonna flex, but when I get to a place, especially at work, and it's not that I perform, it's just that when I love what I do,
yes, and it shows.
It sparkles.
It
sparkles everywhere. It sparkles everywhere. Yeah, everywhere. Just bring it down. You're wearing a heel the whole day. I feel good.
Oh,
that's where I feel confident.
Chin. Listen,
if you've struggled with confidence before in your lifetime, you kind of sort of bind to something that makes you feel like your best. I want to put it that way. If you've struggled with self-confidence, guys, like you've been bullied, your self-esteem has been crushed because of the way you look, the way you carry yourself, no. We'll still talk about that, the body, because I'm sure you've went through not even a fair share, but
I'm still going now. Adults,
exactly.
That I call my friends have the audacity to come to me and tell me, "Woo, I was a studla."
It doesn't end. This studla. So how does it bother you?
And I mean, you see, if you go that low, I will go lower.
That's what I learned.
I will go lower because there are secrets of yours.
What
I take you back.
That's what I learned. Someone told me, if someone goes, don't be a bigger person.
You know, I was watching this movie. My dear goes to jail. I'd say if something does to me, I will do it. It's not because I'm angry. No.
But
it's only logical.
It's reciprocation.
Exactly. You must turn the other cheek, not to me.
Guys, who being a bigger person will take you nowhere but to hell.
Life and it's working for you. It's not working for me. If someone goes low, I go low.
And that's
Case
it.
Closed.
But
and it's working
guys,
lovely for me.
Stop the bullying. Stop doing what you're doing. It's not nice. But besides it not being nice, it tells me a lot about you. Like, I just see you as a red flag, like the reddest of the red. Because there's no way you're 50 and you are threatened by a 25-year-old, a 26-year-old. That person is half your age. That person is the same age as your daughter.
You are my mother.
Your son. How am I? Are you threatened by your own child? Is that what you're telling me?
Papa. Yo.
If your child buys a BMW today, you mean you're not going to be fine because your child is driving a BMW. Anyway, we have
a health topic here.
I think we need to address. We have a thing we need to address. Ngoba nina ayifaka nina.
Umuntu angene esibhedlela sisaphethwe yisisa kuyini strange. Esikhalayo esinama limbs awu4. 10 toes and 10 fingers.
And then you think,
I'm blinking.
God hates you.
Futhi ingane sana ne-bombastic side. I look at it.
Plus yabazi abamanje futhi bavela sebalebe.
Sebaloke bathi.
Abakudala bayavala amehlo, not now.
But hayi ingane sovula amehlo after
5 days.
Khohlwa sizokubuka istranger kanje.
It. Ubani manje lo?
Who is this one? But I need strange. Guys, there's something called the cryptic pregnancy. Let me tell you. A
lot of you have stories about it even.
Let me tell you.
A lot of you.
Okay, mine was in a cryptic pregnancy because but wangibona sisingina 8 months ukuthi konto off. Leso sikhathi ifika mntakama
lithe
ngisagqoka ichunic le ngangi futhi loose ke sis. Kakhulu isikhathi asaka 4 point.
Instead ukuthi be tight. Yavela yaba
loose. Sis. Okay, anyway, this is not about me. We're talking about a cryptic pregnancy. So, cryptic pregnancy, it's a term used, it's a medical term used to describe a person who is not aware what they are pregnant.
Yep.
They don't know what they're pregnant. They might be displaying symptoms of pregnancy, but to them, because it might happen with the person agawazi ama symptoms of pregnancy. Experiencing nausea, they would think no, it's just the food I ate, or they're taking medication and they just related to that. The pregnancy test we are negative. So what a pregnancy test detects HCG, the human choreo.
I don't even know what it stands for, but I just know it's a pregnancy hormone.
It's a human chorionic gonadotropin chemical, which is released in the in early pregnancy by a trophoblast, right, which will later be a placenta.
Okay.
So it might happen, it is not high enough when you test pregnancy. So that's why a pregnancy test cannot detect it.
Yes.
Not that it's not there.
Yeah.
HCG.
It's just not high enough.
But because it's stranger, it's like
I don't want to be seen.
You will not detect me.
I don't want you to find me.
Exactly. And there might be bleeding, which can be mistaken for a period. Uyithole kahle intombazana ibleeda same time every month. If flow might be a bit different, but akanakile because
you wouldn't think you're pregnant.
You understand what I mean?
We all go through imbalanced hormones at some point in our life.
Irregular periods here and there, and you just you're like, I'm trying to be stressed.
Yeah.
I'm because of work or whatever. I got this is stranger. So it happens. It happens, guys. And if a pregnancy test the safest way is just to go to a lab, but when they blood
test,
bloods you and pick her up because HCG it goes higher and higher.
Yeah, so there's no
because it helps sustain the pregnancy by helping with formation approach, not formation necessarily, but progesterone.
Yeah,
it's telling your body now, listen, so
produce more progesterone to maintain this
pregnancy and cushion this baby.
Yeah,
you understand what I mean? So that is a cryptic pregnancy. Please do not mistake,
guys. It happens to most of us, and I feel like. Not the most, but I feel like our healthcare professionals are not well informed. Or well learned about this thing. If a client comes to you on some stories like this,
I didn't know. There's an entire show on TLC. I didn't know I was pregnant.
Yeah. That's what they say. And it's like, guys, your brain. The thing about your brain, it's very tricky.
Yep.
Like, you don't know how your mind works.
Yep.
You only hope that it works well. Really?
Cross your fingers. You're like, God, please. When I wake up tomorrow, please.
I wake up, I'm still sane.
You know?
Or I wake up, everything is going well. Your brain is the center of everything, and as much as it's the center of everything, it can forget. Let's put it that way. Like it can forget some stuff.
Yep.
Or it can mimic some stuff. If today when uzenze ngathi uyaqhuka waqhuka for 3 days, trust and believe uzoziqhukela by the 4th day ungacabanga nokucabanga ukuthi
inyawo lithi
kumele ukhumbule ukuthi wena kumele lizozenzela, because now your brain has, I don't know, wired ukuthi okay kumele siqhuke every day for 5 hours. And lizozenzela. It's the same thing with anything that happens around pregnancy and whatnot. Your body can imitate pregnancy as much as it can hide a pregnancy. You can be pregnant, but your body says, I don't want to be pregnant.
Okay, there might be a bit of
and you're like, I'm eating more. Because you can imagine, you are 17, you are 16, you are, or even if you are 30, it's your first time experiencing pregnancy and you don't know what comes with it. And then when I'm planning to be pregnant and you never went to Google and Google tells you are supposed to say a black line. You don't have that black line. Whether you just see yourself, I'm gaining a hip, and it's not alarming. Or your periods are irregular, and it's all to value irregular periods. So it's not shocking.
And the fullness of your.
You get it. Finally, puberty has struck.
The duct is ducting.
The puberty that is striking is inside.
It's
growing.
Do
you get what I'm saying? So the only way we can gather if the patient did really not know who's pregnant is through history. You ask, you probe, you ask whatever you think. You ask about periods, you ask about
shocked. And leso sikhathi akadingi ukuthi ululuka attack
ingane
yabantu ishort so umnikeza ingane uyamangala ukuthi yini yona le
akazi nokuthi ayenzeni uyambona nje na ukuthi akazi nje ukuthi aqala thi
akuna ngisho impahla nengubo yokukhipha ingane esibhedlela
lapho wena uthi ncelisa umshiyelo umntana uyayehla
incelisa
lapho wena you are still realizing
ukuthi I'm content of
I have a baby now.
As a lamb shank this.
Next thing you have to breastfeed this lamb shank. Now you have to. This lamb shank is now.
This lamb shank is crying. It's looking at you with a bombastic side. You thought.
You must feed it.
You thought I'm here now.
When I was articulated on a lunga.
The lamb shank doesn't care.
So I think like we need to also bring awareness to our colleagues, guys. Don't just sideline a patient once they start saying, I didn't know I was pregnant, and then you're like, take history. Gather, if they're in labor, you can take the broadest history at that point. Calm it down, and their senses are back to them. Then ask, you said you didn't know. Let's talk about it. Trust and believe. You will realize that some of them are telling the truth.
Now uzobashuka ukuthi maningi abantu kuze nabazali bazokhumbuza ibosisi ubuhamba wena phambi kwethu ufake i-bra
crop top
and then
kanjani
ubusithembiso nje simaziyo mabathi babheka ingane ilamshaya ngisigaxa singaka sengane
and laba bangabonakala
babasidudla nyinto
kuphuma isidudlane
ngibuze ngiyapha
bese laba banesiso singaka kuyiphumela nje
i-tips
u2 kg bekali bela spina nje emanzini
asisuno Olympics
lawyer with 4 kg was hiding right behind your ribs. Just below your ribs was just there holding on, waiting to be seen by the outside world.
Exactly. So pregnancy, guys, is affected by a lot of things. As Unomfundo is saying, umuntu might show, umuntu might not show. Now it's because of umzimba wakho and another way uwakheke ngakhona.
Yeah.
You understand? I believe it's the way ngakheke ngakhona.
And actually how your body, how your mind responds to any change in your body.
Psychology is very important.
Because you could lose weight, you could gain weight ungaziboni. Uzwa ngomunye umuntu akutshela ukuthi hayibo wena. Lapho wena bawungayiboni ukuthi ukanti nginje. Do you understand? So your mind can play tricks on you. Your very own mind The one that you need to think of.
Hence, there's an entire branch of psychology. Guys, is coming back.
Yeah, we also need to talk about some psych topics.
Yeah, we do.
That are very common, but one day.
And people are going around undiagnosed here, myself included.
Well, but everyone has a mental illness, guys.
Exactly.
Everyone in this world, including you watching this.
Yep. Quick. So guys, now I guess this khumalo cryptic pregnancy. It is not to be confused with a phantom pregnancy.
Hey Nina.
Phantom deep, guys. Sensitive. Trigger warning.
Do you have a story about phantom? I have a story.
Scar, sis.
I have
a very huge one. So a phantom pregnancy. And this is cryptic pregnancy. The person is actually pregnant. There's a baby there. So phantom pregnancy, there's no baby.
But you
but the person will literally grow.
You are pregnant.
Yes, a baby bump.
Physically.
Nama symptoms.
Umuntu pregnant.
But according to her. Ne family izifakazi ukuthi abo simbonile ugain weight, kwaba ne baby bump, bekane morning sickness, the person didn't have their period. I'm telling you, it's an entire pregnancy.
But there is no baby.
There is no.
It sounds like magic. But it's not.
It happens. There's no lamb shank inside. Guys, please.
It sounds like voodoo. It sounds like something that can never happen.
But it's just phantom pregnancy. Guys. You know? Okay. So, phantom pregnancy, you'll find the woman. What is that?
No, it's a clock.
Is it a
no, it's a clock every hour. Yeah. It's like ticking time bomb.
Okay, next thing here, boo. Yeah.
It's actually alerting us to. I think we're on an hour. I'm kidding, but we
don't lie.
We didn't check before, so I'm lying. Keep going.
That's why no more.
Sorry.
So Sasha was phantom pregnancy. Amabele guys. Ayakula. Eperiod aliko. Isisusikhule. Okay, guys. Thandi ngixoxele mina ku story time saka phantom pregnancy uzixoxa ngithi nawe sa.
Yeah.
Yimi lo yana ke because mina ngumuntu vele nokufunda nani ngilaphayana kwelenye class kanje. I met people that know other people that know other people.
Okay.
Angisazi ukuthi besikhuluma ngani. Hayi. Qamuka umuntu nestory. Hawu. Okay, T1. Wathi usisi ngithi mina khona umama, right? A woman. Oh, before ngithe mina this could trigger some people. It is
trigger warning.
If it triggers you,
it's for educational purposes.
Yeah. You understand? What in mina usisi was even going for antenatal classes. Ne? Usisi is married. Usisi uhamba for my antenatal classes. Usisi every time she goes to the clinic, she is informed that ma'am, you are not pregnant. Kwenziwe ngishamasona bambonisa ukuthi the uterus is empty. There is nothing in the uterus. But usisi unasisi.
Siyakhula.
And
I'm sure she's even feeling fetal movements.
Sis.
Yo.
Bloating can cause that.
Yeah.
Yabo. Hayiki. Usisi ngana ngempela hamba. Kuze kushaya 9 months. Eluka edlala leyo mdlalo nje buyile bekemtshela athi ngithi mina eyami ingane is inside of me.
Oh my God.
And I am going to birth this child. Kuze kufika lelo langa lelo in her mind, isayikhe yakhe imtshela ukuthi now she's in labor. She's experiencing actual labor pains.
You see how dangerous your brain is?
Your brain is. Ahamba usisi makafika. I mean angazi ukuthi I don't know what the midwife. Listen, I don't know. I was not there. I'm just, you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
The midwife went to an extent of PVing at -2 station. So there's something called a station, but we'll come to that. I'm at stages of labor.
Yeah.
Magenza mina ngazi ukuthi midwife bekafilani because you have to feel something. Sis akazi.
Uthi cervical dilation bethini?
Sisi.
Uze station
2 centimeters.
Okay.
-2. Ubalini midwife wabala wafuna lo doctor wahlala ucingweni wathi nje ngithi mina dokotela you better come here because it's fetal distress. Akenzanga ngisho i-CTGs.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Ngiyafunga. Yabona usathane mayegiya on that day.
Yeah.
Uzogiya na uyibuza ukuthi hayi man.
Guys, you cannot
miss all these steps.
You cannot say a patient's station is -2 when they're 2 centimeters.
Thank you.
You can't feel a station at 2 centimeters because I understand but like you can't.
You cannot.
Let's just say that.
You cannot. I think
you can't even feel fetal distress on 2 centimeters. And you can't feel if you felt distress without
akayifakanga midwife
So how is that
wahlala ecingweni mina ngazori kwenziwa kanjalo private guys I don't know wafona udokotela naye makafika straight to theatre patient. Can you believe ukuthi patient yasikho a cesarean section was performed, udokotela akenzanga ultrasound, akenzanga any test to confirm nothing. Today the nurse is out of a job, udokotela uqhubeka uyapractice, the mom and the family are suing, they want their baby.
Mara mabati, they want their baby from where?
Ingane.
Because it's not like they cut and they took... I know.
Because udokotela ngithusikile. Makasi uyabona ukuthi hayi man.
No, this is a very sensitive situation, but I feel like the parents, the family is being unfair for suing, because what are you suing for?
You understand?
Because it's not like at first we're pregnant, bashilo kwasaqaleni ayikho ingane umarena walandele.
Yes, where the midwife and the gynecologist failed to meet and communicate. So with my history of patient, because everything is written. I can promise you, everything is written in the mother and what
in the ANC card.
Everything is written there. You will miss steps and you ask yourself, how did I miss this? Because
it's not possible.
It's not possible, sis.
It's not possible.
So look.
It's not possible. Anyway, I have a lot of questions in my head, but yeah, we'll address them some other time. We'll address them some other time. The story I have, guys, about phantom pregnancy is actually someone very close to me. Oh, actually, I wanted to say, when I wanted to add the situation here, when you become so desperate of something and it's the only thing you think about in your head, it's like an algorithm, but for your brain.
Yes,
do you get what I'm saying?
Because as kuthiwa sis bengisazoza lapho kuthiwa labantu labadila nge-mental health, they say when you think about something so much in this woman, it tends to affect the endocrine system. Yeah. And then umzimba uzoresponda ngani sisi.
It's the same way when you look at baby videos and you start feeling broody and you're like,
yes,
oh, now I wanna. It's like,
yep.
That's what I'm saying, guys. Your brain has an algorithm. I know you understand algorithm because of internet. When you, let's say your TikTok right now, when you watch 2 nurses on TikTok, it starts suggesting nurses TikToks. When you watch mukbang, you watch a mukbang once, the next time you are seeing 5 mukbangs. You get what I'm saying? Your brain also is like that. If you consume something a lot, you think about it. Yep. Surely you are also looking at the internet. You are looking at babies and they're looking cute. You feel fascinated by baby mother, like a baby bam, so mom pregnant, and you start resonating to that. That's the only thing you think about, because you're so and they haven't been making babies.
Yep.
Surely they're under pressure to have a child. That's the only thing that's occupying their mind, to produce, give birth. So your body mimics that because it's the algorithm that I'm talking about.
Because for argument's sake, they could be putting her under pressure.
Yeah.
Or she has had previous miscarriages. The trauma itself.
You want to be you're pregnant desperate. So bad that even your mind is giving you that gift when there's actually nothing. So it will tell you, excuse me, you are in pain, you are in labor, you are because that's how your mind works. It's the same thing as, typical example, guys. If you go to like for the flu, and maybe you've done it more than 3 times. The first time usistuthe bhekale waklaba, and that was it. The second time ubhekile, and it felt like it was more painful than the first time. It's not that it's painful, it's that you looked, or your mind had already registered that pain and it's anticipating it, so it becomes more.
Something is psychological.
So it's the same thing with that. So the story I have is that this girl, she's close to me.
Come with it.
She also wanted to be pregnant so bad, but I guess it wasn't happening at the time that she wanted it to happen. Do you get me? So she started feeling like she was pregnant. She started any pregnancy test in a 2 lines. And at that point, guys, because it's something psychological. It's a delusion. I'm not trained but I'm trained to guide you out of that delusion or thought, you know. But I'm so she said a pregnancy test iphume 2 lines, and then she started having a black line, umuqa, and then her boobs were getting her boobs are getting thicker and all stuff. But the only difference is that she would get her period. So every time she got her period, she thought she had a miscarriage. So it happened for the first month, where, like, let me make a typical example. It's August, when my period in 20, and it's 1st of August and you're already feeling pregnant. So the whole of August you're feeling pregnant, and then 20th you get your period, and then she's like, oh my god, something is wrong with my baby. But she doesn't take it to heart. Literally period, she's still pregnant. She's now walking like this. She's
the belly
pregnant. She's doing this, she's pushing the belly. The second period comes, and then she's like, OMG, I'm having a miscarriage. Now she's calling me. Now she's calling me. The first time, when it's the second time, I want to know this is serious, you know. She's like, Upreki, and we are bleeding. And I'm like, I'm a midwife. If you're pregnant, you're not supposed to be bleeding.
It's concerning.
First thing I said, go to your nearest MOU.
Yes.
Because you're not supposed to be bleeding. Oh, sorry, I'm not going to mention the place because y'all probably... Okay, y'all don't know her, but okay. She goes to her local MOU. And then, Marafige MOU, Bamkale, Ati, she's having a miscarriage. And and they can see that, but lippy petty, lippy cars, I can be petting and bed, and you have my period, guys. Well, not big clots,
but you guys, come on.
Baba on good high, Nangambella, okay,
it got is
a girl is experiencing a miscarriage. You get what I'm saying? Shooting at sister, I'm Caesar. What? This is an emergency. Obviously, but now the thing is, obviously, MOU, Abanai NST. Okay, I'm thinking Abanai, but some MOUs have. But okay, I'm sure Utel Doppler, because the miscarriage, obviously, I was actually fetal heart.
Something.
Yeah, we told. And you are thinking, okay, actually, this baby's dead, and it's a spontaneous abortion.
Exactly.
I call an ambulance, it's an emergency, transfers the patient to Isbedlela school. It's an emergency. This patient is actively bleeding, guys. She gets to Bara. So when you get to Bara, there's a casualty.
Yes.
But Maui gynecological problem, they transfer you to
the department.
I'm transferring to gynae. When they get to gynae, they do an ultrasound. There's nothing. They do blood tests. The hormone that you're talking about, it should still be high, even if you have a miscarriage, because it doesn't automatically go down.
Even if you have a miscarriage, more tests like a week after you're pregnant.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because that hormone is still up.
You know. So
they test the hormone via blood. No hormone. Ultrasound. It's just intestines. Intestines. It's just intestines. There's nothing there.
Oh, this is spleen.
Bambuzeke ukuthi wesis awuchaze manje ukuthi wena bowuzwana hayi awushena umlando omunye usister athi hayi wena libelu yama-period normally every month.
So what's your problem?
And in your head you thought it's a miscarriage. No, it was your period. Like you are not pregnant. Those were your periods.
And
guys, right now you are in your period.
Because also, guys, there's something called PMS. Premenstrual syndrome. You would
like
swear.
pregnancy.
You would swear because you're pregnant.
You're bloated.
Freak out.
You are constipated. You feel mad. Everything.
Like your sense of smell is heightened.
You are
just pregnant. Because guys, you have to understand. At that time, umzimba wako is preparing for a pregnancy.
So it mimics pregnancy.
The uterus has to be lined properly ukuthi makufika liyashandisa yabo kube cushioned properly, so nje umzimba wakho is there ukuthi
basically you are semi pregnant
le nyanga ilemshenki
uyabona. So kwaba yilokho ke uGirl was devastated. Namase ngizibala ngithi hayi wena wena. It was just your brain play. And then she felt pregnant. She was even starting to move like a pregnant person. Like
then walk konke lokho nokuhlala sisi
kanta konto
akuna.
But like masixoxa na, imagine we laugh about it. I'm like, girl, what were you going through?
That's lovely. That's lovely.
What were you going through? Anyway, guys, yeah, that's what we wanted to talk about on this episode. We hope we've shared some amount of knowledge, and we hope we were relatable, because we think these are some of the things that you guys go through or come across. And if it was one of those, please show that by commenting below.
Yes.
Let us know your thoughts. If you've shared the same experience, educate other people. If you've seen someone go through it, share.
And don't judge other people, please.
Don't judge people, guys.
I don't judge abantu, guys. As lento yokujudge sis uyajudge bese mase uzi story somuntu udayi man. Kanti bengijajelani. You understand? Don't do it.
Like, help people to realize the truth. Mara. I'm sorry. So yeah. With that being said, thank you so much for tuning into our channel, our podcast. Sorry guys, I'm a YouTuber, so I'm used to channel. Thank you so much for tuning into our podcast. We hope and trust that you did enjoy. You laughed a bit. You got to debrief with us, and you got to learn something from us. And with that being said,
please
don't forget to
subscribe. No, I wanted to.
Don't forget to subscribe.
I got you to subscribe. That's it. Again, but anyway, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification. The notification bell.
Bell.
You see, I'm losing my rates because now my brain is like very bad.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, guys. It's the love and lights, man.
See you.
Kalani ben Quebec.
Very next time. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.
We're going forward.
And indeed turn your post notifications.
Yes.
So you get notified every time we drop a banger. Bye from us, Athin'ama.
Bye.
Lulu.
Yo,
I'm such a